Jake has left the building, and I don't blame him. Mafs Australia, Monday the 10th of February, episode 10, and Jake has decided to break the rules and leave the competition. Now, while I don't condone everything that Jake said in the ranking challenge, I do think that he was nervous and he was trying to make a joke, but also I don't think that some of the things that he said were that bad. I personally wouldn't be bothered by them. I also think that Ashley had the right to go and vent to somebody because she was feeling upset and everybody needs somebody to talk to. However, the way he was being spoke to on the sofa and the reactions, I felt as if it was blown way out of proportion, and he was obviously feeling uncomfortable and he felt as if everybody was ganging up on him, and actually they were ganging up on him. Obviously the way he sees it is, he was trying to make a joke in the privacy of his own home, but on national television, and she betrayed his trust by going to speak to one of the other brides, and it all just snowballed and it just became too much for him. You could see how uncomfortable he was on the couch. And at the end of the last episode, it told you that one of the couples were going to be leaving, and I knew straight away it was going to be them. What I don't really understand though is the fact that when Katie came to the apartments without Tim, she got to stay there until the dinner party. So I don't really know why Ashley didn't get to stay until the next dinner party. I know they were supposedly trying to figure out if Tim was going to leave or stay, but he wasn't even there. It was blatantly obvious that he wasn't going to come back, so I think Ashley should have got to stay at least for a couple of days. I hate to say this, but as time's going on, I'm disliking Morena more and more. She's in a huff because Paul called her Senora, and he speaks French, so he's probably thinking I'm going to be nice and say something in her language, because sometimes when people speak other languages, they like it when people put the effort in. Well, fucking excuse him because he didn't call you Senorita. And she pure went on about it. Now, one time when I was out, somebody called me Madam, and I was like, Madam? And I was a bit offended, right? But I was just like offended, and then I got over it. She turns absolutely every fucking single thing into a song and dance. Meanwhile though, I do like Tony, but at the same time, he never speaks up, he never stands up for himself, he doesn't even turn around and say, like, I don't think it's that big of a deal, chill out. He just sits there and just listens to her moan constantly. Well, at least until 5 o'clock when he goes to sleep. So it was intimacy week and Jamie was ready. She's like, bitch, every day's intimacy day in my house. Karina was trying to step out her comfort zone a wee bit and she was trying to be more dominant. Now, having the cameras there and putting chocolate on somebody and letting it off, knowing that your family's going to be watching, is awkward to me. But you know, she went for it, and that's all you can really ask. Here I was thinking that Sarah and Billy were like the perfect couple, but she revealed during intimacy week that they're not really intimate and he doesn't really touch her or anything. So she was trying to be super sexy. He comes in to put the oil on her. And it was bad. And I get that people move at different paces and he's saying he's a slow burner and all that. And if that's the case as well, he's going to be embarrassed doing all this on camera. But it was pretty painful to watch, and I felt really bad for both of them actually. It seems to me that Athena and Adrian are getting on fine in the bedroom, but because she's been asked to like play out a fantasy, I think possibly because she's got a child, she doesn't want to go on there and lick chocolate off his nipples or whatever else, and she's just decided to play a game. I seriously doubt that that's a fantasy, to be honest, but you know, you're in that position and you know that everybody's watching. What else are you going to do? I think Ray and Jeff like each other, but it's understandable that they've went together before and she doesn't want things to fizzle out, so they're taking it slow. And I actually thought that their date was pretty cute. They just wanted to sit, have a chat and then do their first wedding dance. Okay, it wasn't like the sexiest, steamiest night in the world, but they're trying to take things slowly. Marina is putting herself out there. At first when she says, I'm going to do what I want, and if he's uncomfortable then tough, and I kind of thought, well, that's not very good, because imagine a man went in with that attitude about a woman. But she wasn't even doing anything like explicit. She was literally just trying to bond and get to know each other and have a bit of fun. And then the picture that he drew, I mean, do you know what? He done a better job than I could have. She wasn't very happy with the picture because it had sad eyes, but he was saying it's because of your past and because I've let you down at the start, but your smile is to show that I'm trying to turn things around. You know, it was about the symbolism. When he first came into the room and he was laughing, I thought, oh God, if you were in that position and somebody came in and just started laughing, it would be a total redneck. But again, you've got the cameras there. You don't know how to react. It's like, it's a nervous laugh. After it, he seemed really pleased and he thought it was a fun night. and we see that later on he says that it was like the best time he's had. Ryan and Jackie. What else did we really expect? I know a lot of people think that you should automatically put your partner at number 1 on the ranking challenge. I disagree. I think that honesty is key. Although the way he went about it when he was saying all these other like really positive things about the women and really going into depth, I think that was what made it worse. The fact that she thinks she's God's gift to mankind obviously didn't help the matter. When they went shopping for underwear and he was like, oof, yeah, you're a snack or whatever, like some people can't really express themselves properly, and some people don't like to say, oh, you're beautiful or you're hot or whatever, and obviously he just wasn't thinking that, so he didn't want to say it. But when she told him that she wanted compliments, that is when it got so bad. When he was saying, oh, I think it's really good that you're into sport and you look after your body, and it was like personality traits, it was getting worse and worse and worse. I mean, she was literally spoon feeding him, and I know that he's just trying to be this masculine, honest man, but he's a complete cunt. That being said, she's telling him that she wants him to say that she's like the most beautiful woman in the room, even if it's not true, like it's just a white lie. I wouldn't like that. Like, I can say, you look stunning, you look amazing, you look beautiful, you look sexy. I mean, it wouldn't have been difficult to say those words. Both of their attitudes are weird to me. Then when she says to him, happy wife, happy life, and he says, I don't like that saying, I also don't like that saying, because that insinuates it's like as long as the man is making his wife happy, then his life will be easy and she won't moan at him. But to me, marriage and partnership is about both people, and I know that it is looking into it a bit much, but I just hate it when people say happy wife, happy life. If it wasn't for the fact that she's a complete egomaniac, I would almost feel sorry for her. But when they were underwear shopping and she says he needs to learn more words, 100%, for somebody who's supposed to be highly intelligent, he can't even string a sentence together, and he's obviously got no emotional intelligence whatsoever. At this rate, I think a lot of the couples are going to start dropping like flies, but soon enough we'll have Elliot and Lauren back. Let me know what you thought of today's episode, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!